Brady McEwen puts this game away! Oh my God!
Oh, I love hockey. Welcome back. Hockey time on CKDJ.
You're listening to the Raiders on CKDJ 107.9.
inside Steve Eiserman Arena for tonight's Nepean Raiders hockey matchup between your Raiders and the Pembroke Lumber Kings. Tommy Young, Zach Beamish here with you on CKDJ 1079 as well as the Algonquin TV Broadcasting YouTube page. Zach, you want to get us started with our starting goaltenders tonight?
Absolutely. First off, in the Pembroke Lumber Kings, that will be Kevin Jones. The South-Lying Michigan native sports a 19-14-4 record with 2 shutouts, a .286 goals against average, and a .917 save percentage. And in the Nepean net right now, it will be Brady McEwen. He is from Ashton, Ontario. He has a 14-14-3 record.
He's doing
with 2 shutouts, a .317 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. He'll be in the Nepean net. Of course, one of the 4 overagers being celebrated here earlier today.
Your referees, Brendan Bougiol with number 4, Trevor Harding, number 28, your linesman, Noah Bouchard, 67, and Brett Van Strelen, number 19. We're almost set for puck drops. Referees give their final handshakes, and we are set to go. It'll be, looks like Curtis Sturgeon, as well as Kyle Cameron in for the Lumber Kings. Cameron wins that one. Going to be tipped into the zone by Cameron. McEwen, of course, out of his net to play it. He'll send that one up the boards to Papineau. Held in at the line momentarily by Easton Pena. He'll rim that one around. On the near side boards, back of the point. Hayes going to send that one up in the air. It's batted down by Magaletta, sent up ahead. Sturgeon at the Lumber Kings line. He's going to backhand that one into the corner. Hayes going to send that around the near side. Pembroke trying to work out with it. We're going to cut up the near side and dump that one in, and they're all going to head off on a change. McEwen leaves that one for Magaletta. Trying to send that one across to Sturgeon, who was into his feet. He's going to head off for a change. Plays that back. Magaletta's going to send that one across the ice. The Duck's going to get 2 before it hits the goal line, and so it'll be no icing. Reed bats that one down. Raiders can't get possession of it back. Trying to send that one up to Perron, or the Lumber Kings. It'll come down in the near side corner. Blew it in after it. He couldn't get there. It's going to come back to the point. Shot on goal. Good shot there from Josh Fortier, but a nice glove save from Brady McEwen, and he'll hang on to that one.
Good save there by McEwen. Pembroke playing with 11 forwards and only 5 defense tonight. They're a team that is kind of become accustomed to playing a bit short-handed. So it might not be too different of them as much as it would be any other team, but that is something to watch out for as this game progresses.
They have not been able to ice a full 18-skater lineup, unfortunately, since February the 2nd, over a month ago. That's not a stat you want to have. Face off to the left of McEwen, one back. Fortier with a shot through, right back into the glove of McEwen. Second verse, same as the first, and we'll get another whistle.
And those are easy saves there from McEwen. He's got a clear sight line to that puck. I think the puck's going in wide anyways, but he's going to make that catch about 10 times out of 10.
Face off one to the near side boards. Trying to be knocked in by Bose. He can't get onto it, and back to the way comes Josh Reed. Reed, he's got Friel with him, sorry. Friel trying to get in on that one. Here's Reed behind the goal. Trying to cycle out with it. He's working away from the stick of Alegria. Trying to put that one up the near side boards. It'll come back out to center. Henderson's going to send that one across the ice, just out of the reach of Reed, and Alegria is going to play that back for his defense. Tipped in by Bose, knocked down by Mario Scalise. Reed's going to work that one into the zone here. Henderson holds the line. He'll backhand that one into the zone. Josh Reed playing in his 14th game against the team that drafted him in the 2018 CCHL draft. That one's held back behind the goal. And now up ahead for Henderson. He'll get to the red line, dump it in. First one in on it. It's Carson McGurn. There's DeFazio. He's walked into the boards there. Pembroke emerges with the puck. They're going to come out with it. Hayes up through center. Here comes Cam Hicklin with a shot right into the glove of Brady McEwen. That left hand's been busy, but he'll hang on to that one with 17:28.
Yeah, a couple good shots here from the Pembroke Lumber Kings, but not really doing anything to test McEwen at all. These simple shots here from around the net line aren't going to test them whatsoever. They need to get a little bit more creative with their offensive opportunities.
Maverick Hayes shoots one through, looking for the tip. It goes wide. Carson McGurn. He's against the boards in his own zone. He almost loses the puck there. His head pass Nolan DeFazio is behind his target, and so the Lumber Kings will send that one back. McGurn gets it buried there. A good hit by Blewett. Working it down to the corner, Sutton Murray. Taylor working against a couple of Lumber Kings. Blewett's in there as well, being wrestled hard by the defense. John Lumsden trying to get it behind his goal. Murray falling down, throws that one out front, and now a little bit of a wrestling match between Blewett and Lumsden as the Raiders work out. Pollock with a shot, it's off the stick of Josh Fortier. Down in the corner, off the bench, Papineau, backhand on, a good save by Jones. And with Pollock on the doorstep, he's able to cover up.
That's a nice backhand right there in the slot area. A lot of goalies might not expect that puck to necessarily come there. They might expect a pass because it's kind of a lot of bodies in front. It's a bit of a weaker backhand as well, but you want to throw a puck on the goalie as fast as you can, especially a goalie who has not faced the puck yet in this game.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings. Josh Fortier rings that one around. That's going to be played into center, just out of the reach of Alegria, and so working back in with it is McKnight. Throwing that one through the crease, back out the other side. Held into the point by Easton Pena. Alegria works away from Magaletta. He's going to go behind the Raiders' net. Put that one back to the point. Fortier, cross to Pena. Pena, he's going to send that one down to McKnight in the corner. Hunter McKnight, Magaletta all over him. He's going to backhand that one deep. Mikhail Karaman, another one of the players that Pembroke picked up from Renfrew in a deadline day deal. They're going to keep that one in. It's in the slot, but knocked away by Streska. Going to be sent high in the air by Brandon Reinish. Down into the Pembroke zone, not enough for icing. Pena will hang on to that one, play that across for Josh Fortier. He'll play that one off the glass. Mario Scalise back in his own zone to get it. Play that one across to his D partner. Long pass up, Hubin tips that one in. He's working against Alex Fortier. Going to be dropped off there for Duck. Centering pass given away. Papineau shoots, pad save, rebound chance. They can't get it on goal. Great job by Papineau off the rebound, but unable to get anything going. Back the other way. Kyle Cameron going to ring that one around the boards. Down in the Raiders zone. That one goes bouncing up. Thought it might have hit the netting, but it stays in play. Backhand try to get it out by Hubin is held in. Cameron fires one on goal. Scalise now trying to work off the goal line. He's able to work away, but now he turns it over. Back the other way. Cardiff trying to go centering pass. Good save on McEwen. Cardiff can't get back on it. Scalise still trying to work out with it. He'll play that one around behind. Played back for Scalise. He's going to set up behind McEwen. And the Raiders are going to get a little bit of a cycle going. They'll wait for the right play. Scalise steps out. Walks up to the hash marks. Plays that one across. Now here goes Nick Papineau. He's got some speed. Papineau getting a step. Cutting in down the near side. Trying to drive the front. Can't get the puck on his stick. He'll go all the way around and put that one in behind for Sturgeon. Sturgeon goes down to a knee. Hangs onto the puck. Puts that one across for Lumsden. Lumsden backhands it into the corner. Can't get it quite all the way past Bose. And he'll play that one around. Sutton Murray trying to go up ahead. Played to Sturgeon. He'll backhand that one high off the glass. That'll come back. Spencer Bose trying to get it into the Raiders zone. Josh Reed back in defense, and Raiders are going to set up out of their own zone here. Pass up ahead. John Lumsden leading the rush. Drops that one back for Taylor. He didn't know it. Gets another drop back pass. Shoots on, tipped and covered. Jones never really had it, but Friel on the doorstep couldn't get it either, and referee blows the whistle.
Raiders might argue it's a bit of a quick whistle right there, but a whistle nonetheless. Whereas doing a good job getting that puck in the Pembroke zone finally. It's been mostly Pembroke in the first 6.5 minutes of this hockey game. But the puck kind of comes to the high zone area, but Taylor had already kind of deserted the area as he had two Raiders covering one Pembroke guy in center ice. I think I would have liked to see Taylor pinch in a little bit there and continue to play.
Shot on is off the stick of Alegria and blocked. Blewett's going to try to get that one out. He plays it off of Josh Reed. Oh, a huge hit at center, mate, laid by Karaman. Alegria can't quite break in past Friel, though. 3-on-2 the other way for the Raiders. Friel driving in himself and couldn't get the shot away cleanly, and that'll be held by Jones. Sorry, that was Oliver Band as he switched now to a full face cage. I'm used to a number ending in 1 being Friel.
Well, we did see Oliver Band leave the game in NADIN with what seemed to be something to do with his chin. So it's not too surprising to see him in here with a full face mask. What a hit there by Kariman, though. And that's someone that's going to really go through your entire bench. You saw that Pembroke bench kind of spring up to life a little bit after that big hit.
And Oliver Band is heading to the penalty box here, so evidently there was something the left referees didn't like, and it'll be an early power play for Pembroke. 13-15 left in the first period, shots 4-4. Face off to the right of Brady McEwen. Pembroke on a 2-minute power play. Hicklin knocked down off the draw, but it'll be held into the point by Easton PENA. Hicklin back to the point, sending that one in. Magaletta trying to get it out, it's held in. Shot from the point right into the glove and easily held for McEwen.
And Pembroke has the single worst power play on away games. They have a 10.8 away power play percentage overall. They're 10th in the league with 15.6. Pembroke is just not a great special teams team, and it's kind of been to their detriment a lot. They could be a lot higher up in those standings. They just kind of figure out that power play.
Raiders are going to win the draw, put that one straight onto Kevin Jones. He'll play that one aside and leave it for Easton PENA. PENA is going to work it out himself, watched by Sturgeon. Across the red line, now across the blue. PENA trying to play the one across. It's given away. Curtis Sturgeon trying to work past Hicklin. Sturgeon on a break. He can't get loose. Rebound chance, and he couldn't get the breakaway to go. Good back check from Cam Hicklin there. Back the other way, Liam Cardiff. Lumber Kings have some life now. Cardiff across for Hicklin. Walks in, shoots. Pad saved by McEwen. Sturgeon's going to play that one ahead, but unable to get a step this time as Cardiff is going to be back on it. PENA over the blue line, dumps it in. Mario Scalise behind his net. Oh, trips up and falls. Given away, shot on. Is tried to pass across, but off the stick of Bo Dockstader into the corner. Shot through is tipped, and McEwen never quite saw it. It ends up underneath him somewhere, and he'll hang on.
Well, he took the words right out of my mouth in regards to Cam Hicklin. A beautiful back check there while on the power play. Attacks his stick. Sturgeon and takes a shot away from him completely. Sturgeon tries to go for a wraparound chance, but never really had it. Great back check there from the Pembroke Lumber Kings, who did not want to give up the first goal of the game short-handed.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings here. Back to the point to Nathan Duck. Lumber Kings captain plays it down into the corner. 39 seconds to go on the power play. Comes back to Duck. He'll play that one across. Alegria. Little pitch and catch with Duck here. Nathan Duck at the point. Shoots it through traffic. That's blocked on the way through. Karaman. Down in the corner. He's checked into the boards. Trying to fight it free. Couple of Lumber Kings in there trying to fight it out. Couple of Raiders trying to keep it against the boards for as long as they can. Duck at the point. Plays that one in. Alegria shoots. Puts it over the top. Duck holds that one in at the line. Comes back for Scalise though, and his clearing attempt doesn't work the first time, comes out the second time. Bands out of the box. DeFazio has the puck at center. He'll play that one back for Henderson. All the way up and ahead. Raiders offside. So Duck is going to retreat into his own zone. He's got time. Almost loses it. And now a good forecheck there by Reinisch forces Duck to move it. Play it across to his D partner. Josh Fortier. Rung around the boards. Picked up by Bose at the blue line. Reinisch can't quite hold the line, and now a one-on-one chance here. Working in, shoots, pad save. That rebound came all the way out to center ice. And now Perron trying to work in with it. He can't get it to go. Spencer Bose back on it, and he'll dump that one in. Knocked down out of the air. Jonah Henderson working around behind the Raiders' goal. He'll skate up with it. 4 wide for the Raiders. He'll play it across for Slingerland. Off of his stick and down into the corner. He's going to work Maverick Hayes into the boards here. And here comes Riley Streska. He's checked hard into the boards. Good hit there from the Lumber Kings, number 25. Or sorry, it was Perron, 26. He gets in on that one, but he'll just dump it into the corner. Taylor played around behind the goal. Raiders with some time halfway through the first period. David Taylor working up some speed. He can really get moving once he's had a chance. He'll get to the blue line and dump it in. Hubin down behind the Lumber Kings goal. Trying to work up the boards. He's got 2 Lumber Kings on him. Pass goes back to the point, and Pembroke comes out with it. Back to the way, 3-on-2. Cardiff over the line, but it'll be an offside against Pembroke.
And Pembroke's been a very physical team so far in this hockey game. A couple really big hits on some unsuspecting Raiders. And again, that's going to go through your entire team. That big jolt of energy early on here in the first period. Only 10.5, not even 10.5 gone. And Pembroke has really brought the fight so far to the Nepean Raiders.
Shots 8-5 in favor of Pembroke. Tommy Young, Zach BEAMISH here with you on CKDJ and, of course, Algonquin TV YouTube. Raiders win that draw outside their line. It'll be dumped in to the right of Kevin Jones, but he'll make a quick decision to cover up as Nick Hubin was the first one in.
Yeah, Kevin Jones hasn't really been tested so far in this game. I've seen the Nepean forwards have been playing a bit farther back than they have been. A couple forwards staying around in the neutral zone here as Pembroke starts to break out of their own zone.
Shot off the draw goes right over the top. Trying to hold it in is Hubin. Papineau taking into the boards and now trying to put it across for Hicklin. Comes out for Hubin. His centering pass comes back to Sturgeon. Tipped on by Papineau. He can't get that one on net. Bounces free, and one-handed try by Sturgeon is right into the chest of Kevin Jones, who is tight up against that post. And there's a good chance for the Raiders, so they can't beat the goaltender once again.
Well, Sturgeon doing all he could with the limited amount of space he had right there. I think the Raiders need to think a bit bigger in terms of how they're operating here offensively. They're trying to keep the puck inside their net line, but using their defense will really help them. They're trying to force a pass in neutral ice, but it was a pass that had to go through by 2 or 3 different Lumberkeens. It was a pass that had such a low chance to work. Work that puck up to the defense, work it back down low in the cycle.
Pembroke wins that draw in their own zone. We worked up ahead and dumped in by Alegria. Picked up by Dockstader. Trying to send that one all the way across. It's picked off by Pembroke at their line. It'll come back to Josh Fortier. Across for Pena. Sent up ahead into center. Raiders turn that puck back over. Josh Reed working in with it. Trying to get over the blue line. Now he does. Drops it back for Band. All the way for Friel. Shot on. Sticked aside by Jones. Reed trying to work back to the point. He's checked off the puck. Bouncing into the middle. Here's Peter Friel through his own legs and couldn't quite get it. Was Oliver Band. Centering pass for Friel, and he missed that one too. Trying to get on with Mikhail Karaman. He'll leave that one back for his defense. Pembroke going for a bit of an offensive change here as they'll wait behind their own goal. Easton Pena trying to look for options, see what he's got. McGurn watching him. Steps out, now step back the other way. Alex Fortier up the boards. That one's going to come ahead for Sutton Murray. He shoots off the stick of Dylan Pollock and well up into the rafters.
Pembroke's count their stars right now. They're not short-handed. Back in the neutral zone, high Pembroke zone as well. Easton Pena had his stick knocked out and it hit there with Dockslater. Then he just proceeded to hold Dockslater's stick in his hands, which should have been a holding call had it gone called. Did so for about 3 seconds, so Pembroke a bit lucky right now.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings in the Raiders zone. Shot on is blocked in front. Pollock's going to play that one high off the glass as Maverick Hayes lays a reverse hit. And now here comes DeFazio with a chance. Breaking in on the right side. A low shot easily patted aside. Back and forth hockey sees Pembroke come back to the way. Perron drops that one for Murray. He'll ring that one all the way around the zone. DeFazio in on it. He's checked by Blewett. Hayes couldn't get that shot on goal though. Raiders trying to get out of their own zone. Here's DeFazio with it. He's going to get that puck knocked away from him, but Murray takes it out to center anyways. Nathan Duck plays that one across for Maverick Hayes. Hayes over the Raiders blue line. He's in alone, so he'll play that one around. McEwen out to stop it. He'll backhand that one around for Reinish. Brandon Reinish. Back for Scalise. Working away a couple of times here. Has had a couple of players in on him. And now back with it. Reinish over the Raiders blue, over the red. Backhands that one in just wide of the goal. Glove down by Jones. He'll leave that for his defense. Cam Hicklin back the other way. 2-on-1 here for Cameron in the middle, and his pass to center was nobody home. Raiders trying to get out of their own zone here. 6:18 to go. Scalise, he's going to jump up into the rush. Reinish now in on it. He can't quite get past Pena. He gets a stick up, and I think that's going to be called. Taylor with a slap shot on, and I think that's going to be a penalty coming to Brandon Reinisch for high sticking.
A bit of a late hand up there for my liking, but it is a high stick nonetheless. You're seeing NEPEAN trying to come back here in this game with some physicality of their own, but in that respect, they're kind of playing from behind. It's not how you want to be doing that. They're kind of just replying to the hits from Pembroke instead of really dishing out their own. They don't want to be retaliatory in that. They want to be establishing their own physical play and not just some kind of react.
Pembroke 4 for 15 on the power play this season against the Raiders. NEPEAN 1 for 15 on their attempts.
Well, this Pembroke team was 1 for 1 in their last game against NEPEAN.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings. Trying to put that one in the middle for Cameron. Puts that one back to the point. Cardiff. Down for Cameron on the goal line. Trying to work around Magaletta. It doesn't quite work, but comes back to Cardiff at the point. Pena. Cross for Cam Hicklin. Walks in, shoots. That one's blocked by his own man. And now Dylan Pollock with it. He puts that one ahead for Sturgeon. Pollock and Sturgeon in. Shoot. Good save. Rebound chance. Bouncing in the air as NEPEAN had a chance to go shorthanded once again, but couldn't get anything going. Now they'll get it once again. Sturgeon just opts to dump that one in. And waiting for it is Liam Cardiff. He'll leave that one. And Easton Pena going to wait as the forwards change on this power play. Pena steps out from behind the Pembroke goal. Pass ahead to Cardiff. Cardiff gets to the line, passes it, and now they're offside. Had to wait, but Blewett gets in over. Carman working in against Dockstader. He's going to come free with it. Comes back to the point, held in by Bose. Down on the near side, Blewett. Back to the point. Pena walks the blue line. Continues walking, shoots on, blocker save McEwen. One-timer from Blewett, easily grabbed underneath the arm. A little bit of chicken wing there from McEwen, but he's able to hang on.
Another great save there by Braden McEwen, who has been so far so good in this hockey game. Second power play chance here for Pembroke. On the penalty kill this season for the NEPEAN Raiders, they are 10th in the league with a paltry 78.3% on the penalty kill. In away games, they're more or less mediocre, 84.1, while shorthanded in this arena.
But they did just come off of a shorthanded goal during that unfortunate game against the NADIN grads on Sunday. It was that penalty killing unit of Pollock and Sturgeon that got it. Face-off won by Vazio. Friel with it. He's going to dump that one all the way down. Jones. He's going to leave that one. Lumber Kings captain Nathan Duck working out with it. Drop pass for Charlie Blewett. Blewett had to work away from a couple of Raiders. Circles back around the center ice logo. And now he's in. Blewett can't get past Scalise. 3 Raiders trying to get it out. It eventually goes off the linesman and sticks. Nathan Duck trying to pass that one up ahead. It's out of his reach, and Friel will dump that one down once again. Couple of players trying to get it in here. Coming in is Charlie Blewett. 2 seconds to go, and we're back to even strength. Blewett for Alegria. Henderson traps it up behind the Raiders' goal. 2 in a side here. Trying to fight it out behind McEwen. 4 minutes to go in the period. Shots 10-9, still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Eventually it does squeak free. McGurn can't get it. And now we have another scrum. McGurn and Henderson in there for NEPEAN. Charlie Blewett and Jason Alegria. Now Mario Scalise comes in to join. Eventually it pokes free for Henderson. Held into the point by Duck, but his pass across the blue line comes out. Hayes dumps a bouncing puck in on goal. And now Mario Scalise gonna pick that one up ahead for Josh Reed. Reed dumps that one in. Here's Alex Fortier playing that one up ahead. Lumber Kings in 2-on-2. Kyle Cameron trying to work it against the near side boards. Gets to about the hash mark. Raiders are now back out with it. Across the red, now across the blue, or would be if that pass hadn't pinballed off about 3 players. That pass up ahead for Kyle Cameron. They'll say he tipped it, but it comes all the way down in the Raiders zone. He's at the end of a shift, so he'll change, and Taylor waits behind the Raiders goal. He'll play that one up ahead. Here comes Oliver Band. Leaves it for Papineau. Papineau gathers some speed. Gonna try to pass that one across for Josh Reed. Back for Papineau behind the goal. He is checked there by Charlie Blewett. Sturgeon in to help as well. Eventually comes back to the point. Lumsden couldn't quite hold it, and it comes back outside. Taylor at the red line. Gonna send that one in. Jones out, leaves it behind his net. Lumber Kings trying to get it out here. Trying to carry it up ahead as Alegria. Line mates are changing, so he has to watch out for the check of Hubin, but he gets it to Maverick Hayes. Hayes' pass can't get through, and he's going to try to get the puck back. His stick gets up into Sturgeon's face, and the Raiders head to the power play.
Yeah, first look here for the Raiders power play, as that's a costly Isaac penalty there on the opposing blue line. Definitely not where you want to take that penalty whatsoever. But another team really able to really get anything too well set up 5-on-5, particularly Pembroke, who kind of got into the zone, maybe get one chance, but kind of leaves the zone really fast. Good defense play by both sides so far, though.
Face off to the right of Kevin Jones. 2:08 left in the first period. Maverick Hayes off 2 or less for high sticking. That pass goes up and out of play, and so face off will come right back to the right of the Pembroke goal.
Well, Nepean on the power play this season, 7th in the league, 17.1% overall. At home, however, they are 10th with a 13.1 percentage on the power play here in the Steve Eisman Arena. Meanwhile, for Pembroke on the penalty kill overall, they are 9th with a 79.1. Away from home, they are 8th with a 79.6 percentage.
Quick stick change from Mario Scalise. He's got it. He'll put it back to the point. Band for Lumsden. Lumsden walks across the line. He'll leave that one for Scalise. Back for Lumsden. Trying to play that one in deep. It's knocked away by Josh Fortier and all the way down the ice. McEwen, of course, out of his net to play it. He's going to leave that one behind his goal, and Scalise is going to work out with it. Plays that one for Pollock, and he'll leave that one. Pass back to Sturgeon. Gets that one across to Lumsden. Lumsden over the line. Cycles back. He'll put it to Oliver Band. Band to the middle. Shoots on. Pad save. Rebound chance. Just couldn't get enough on it. And Sturgeon's chance goes off the pad of Jones. Dumped all the way down the ice by Cameron.
Worth mentioning here about this Nepean power play is that they give up a lot of short-handed goals. Most in the league with 15. Most on home ice as well with 6. So they can be a bit reckless at times, and it can cost them dearly.
3 of those were in one singular game against the Kempville 73s, however. Coming in alone, Peter Friel, chance on, a good pad save. Rebound goes all the way to the side. Trying to keep it in is Marty Magaletta. Bounces off Alegria a couple of times, and he'll come back out to center. Magaletta driving in himself, can't get it through, and now Alegria's got it. Now a breakaway back through the way. Cam Hicklin working in, falls on his own shot, and a good save by McEwen. Just losing a bit of an edge there was Hicklin, or he might have had a much better breakaway. Raiders getting set up in their own zone here. Here comes Nick Papineau. Papineau, he's got 25 seconds to work with. He gets tripped up. He wants a penalty. He's not going to get one. And Lumber Kings kill it all the way down the ice again.
He was trying to power his way through about 4 different red jerseys, and it just didn't quite work when the sticks took him down. Unfortunately for him, no power play or no penalty called.
10 seconds left to call. Couple on the power play. Slap shot by Curtis Sturgeon is stopped by Jones. Back to even strength. As time winds down, it'll come back out behind the Lumber Kings goal, but that will do it for the first period of play. 0-0 is our score after 20 minutes. Shots 13-11 in favor of the Nepean Raiders.
And a good period for both sides, I would say. Even the ice hasn't really been broken so far in this game. Both played very well. Good step towards the second period.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here on CKDJ 107.9 and Algonquin TV YouTube. We'll be right back with the first intermission and the second period of play. You're listening to Nepean Raiders Hockey on CKDJ 107.9.
started. Finger on trigger, but aim on a target. I'm shooting my shot, yeah. It's right on the money, no discount, no bargain. Hear them calling. The clock is ticking, we cannot be stalling. We pulling up harder. Hey, one shot, one chance, I gotta go all in. You know what it is, I gotta get it. You know what it is, I'm bound to win it. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is, I gotta get it. You know what it is, get down to business. You know what it is. You know what it is. Game time, check, game time, we. Game time, check, game time, we up. Gotta stay up, way, way up. It's cut up when a rematch. First time won't be last. It's the beginning, we just got started. 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 It's the beginning, we just got. It's the beginning, we just got started.
Solid in net this season. Third player, one shout out, Jason Alegria. That's 8 goals, 17 assists, 25 points in 48 games this season.
3 players for Nepean we really want to keep an eye on. Josh Reed, Oliver Band, obviously we talked about them off the top of the show. Just 2 absolutely outstanding overage players, the captain, assistant captain there, and then Nick Hubin as the third. He's always a physical threat, and he loves to lay the body. Face-off originally won by the Pembroke Lumber Kings, but they are going to ice the puck immediately, and so it'll be a face-off to the left of Kevin Jones just 10 seconds into the second period.
It was actually a very important face-off here for the Nepean Raiders to win. They want to get that first goal. It's super important for them. They don't want a lot of games from trailing. They need to get this goal in, and they need it fast to get the momentum.
Face-off won by Nick Papineau. Sturgeon's going to ring that one around the boards behind. Picked up by the defenseman Duck, and he'll send that one out to center. Dockstader racing after it. He'll play that one off the near side boards. Papineau plays it off a bounce, trying to go for Sturgeon. He gives it away, but takes it right back and gives it right back again. Dockstader going to send that one in. Down behind the goal, Alex Fortier. Going to ring that one around, held in again by Dockstader. Behind the net for Papineau. Leaves that one for Hubin. Down to the goal line, Nick Hubin has his stick knocked out, and now he gets wrestled a little bit in the corner, but he's going to come out with the puck. Hubin absorbs a check from Cameron. Trying to find Sturgeon in the slot. It's bouncing around, but held in at the point. Looking for a tip for Papineau. Missed that. Papineau holds it in. It's going to come back for Hubin, but he can't quite drive out to the front of the net. Sturgeon can't hold the puck. Held in by Henderson. Plays that one off the boards, but Cameron's going to be the first one to it, and he'll get it out to center. Pass up ahead looking for Hicklin's going to miss him. Pembroke goes off for a change. McEwen's going to fire that one up. Jonah Henderson sending that one all the way across. Reed had to be careful off the bench, so he's unable to catch up to that one, so he'll have to chase in after it on the forecheck. Oliver Band back to the point, shot through, looking for a tip, just goes wide. Reed with a good hit there. Pembroke's back out to center ice. They'll dump it in. McEwen out to play it. Plays it off the boards just past Murray. And Friel's going to put that one back. Henderson trying to get it out. Goes back for Peter Friel. Friel trying to put it up the middle. Almost picked off there by the Lumber Kings, but here comes Nepean the other way. Drop for Band. Back for Oliver Band. He gets a shot through, and it's a nice save by Jones. Sharp to that post, and he's able to cover up.
The Rays need to be just a bit smarter of how they're passing this puck, especially in their own zone. Nearly gave up a prime scoring opportunity to Pembroke right there, as they just give the opposing player the puck right there in the high slot area. They need to be watching where Pembroke is, not just where their teammates are, because Pembroke's doing a really good job of swatting pucks out of midair, getting these passing lanes. They need to watch where Pembroke is on the ice for making that pass.
Face-off won by the Raiders. Henderson shot through, tipped down by Friel. It bounces right across the crease. Band back for Henderson. He shoots into the glove of Kevin Jones, and a nice easy stop for the Michigan native.
Well, this puck's had a lot of sprint to it in this game. Been eating up a couple of players. Henderson's had a couple problems earlier on in his shift. We're just trying to get that puck settled down a little bit there. Of course, got this piece of rubber. It's going to bounce quite a lot, but it's making both teams create a lot of mistakes.
Face off to the right of Kevin Jones, won by the Lumber Kings. Reed holds it in though. Slap shot on, is tipped. Rebound chance. And Friel trying to bat at that one, but it's gobbled up into the chest protector of Kevin Jones.
And that Rays having a couple good tips right there as well. Peter Friel with a nice one that nearly tripped up Kevin Jones. You're going to beat a quality goaltender like Jones. You need to redirect that puck in front. And some of the Raiders have not done a great job of getting bodies in front, obscuring the vision, and changing the direction of the puck.
Face off to the left of the Pembroke net. Pollock with a shot on. It's off the stick of Nathan Duck, and he's away. Duck leading the rush across for Hicklin, and he couldn't get the puck on his stick. Played back around for Cameron. Cameron in the corner. Plays that one back around behind. Coming around was Cardiff. Hicklin crashing into the goaltender there as he's getting into a bit of a battle with Lumsden. Back at the point, Pena plays that one around. Taylor picking it up behind the goal, though, and bouncing it out to center ice. Trying to rush ahead is Carson McGurn. He can't get it away from Pena, who now works away from Dylan Pollock and sends that one up ahead. Hicklin all the way across, into the middle, chance on, scores! What a goal from Liam Cardiff! And a pass from Hicklin. Cardiff does the Bobby Orr, and goes right through the front for a 1-0 Pembroke lead.
Well, first of all, that's a fantastic pass from Hicklin to even get that chance created, and then brilliance right there by Cardiff. Fantastic hand-eye as he's able to get the puck around a sprawling McEwen, and is rewarded with an open net to just do anything he pleases with, puts that puck in it. Beautiful play by Cardiff and by the Lumber Kings at large, and they're rewarded with the first goal of this hockey game.
Their first shot in the second period is in the back of the net, and really not a whole lot Brady McEwen could do on that one. Losing a stick off the draws, blew it, but he kicks it back to his defense. That pass up is tipped in by Alegria, and McEwen rings that one around. Reinisch checked hard into the middle. One-timer shot by Murray is tipped up and out of play, or up and off the glass by McEwen. Down in the near side corner. Holding it in, blew it momentarily. Alegria back on it now, but Magaletta's got it. And now there's going to be a whistle as McEwen's net, I believe, is off. Or
no, a ball has hit the place of play. I believe some kids are playing some ball hockey in the crowd, and their ball went on the ice.
Well, you can't really have that.
Did go in the Raiders' net, though, so that should count as a goal for the kids.
Yeah, so it's Raiders 0, Lumber Kings 1, and Young Children 1 as well here on a Wednesday afternoon in Nepean. Raiders win the draw. Sent up ahead by Slingerland. Trying to find Reinisch with speed. He tips that one in and then gets hit hard by Josh Fortier. Near side boards. Played up ahead by Murray. Alegria back out with it. Turnstile Slingerland. Alegria down to the corner looking for a pass out front. It's off the chest of Blewett, sorry. And into the corner. Reinisch trying to work out with it. Drops it back for Dockstader. He'll play that one off the boards. Slingerland trying to fight it free. Good hit there by Streska. But back in comes Cameron. Cameron cuts to the middle and shoots. It's blocked. Rebound comes into the corner. Nathan Duck at the point. Walks in and fires. Swallowed up in the breadbasket of Brady McEwen as a crowd draws on the doorstep.
And McEwen, so far, was meant to make that save. He's not even in his own crease. He's kind of on the outskirts of it. But in doing so, he's taking so much of the possible places to shoot that puck away. He's looking so big in that net. It's little small things like that from a goaltender like McEwen is what makes him so good.
I'm proud of you, Zach. You're learning. You're learning goalie things.
I knew
this
goalie
This is what happens when you have me as your color for a couple of months. Face-off to McEwen's left. 15:42 to go in the second period. 1-0 Pembroke. Raiders execute the draw perfectly and up ahead for Sturgeon. Across the line, trying to find Papineau. Down into the corner. Behind the net, Hubin gets checked. It comes back for Papineau, but back in defense is Spencer Bowes. He'll play that one around. Jumping in off the line is Mario Scalise. Centering pass is there. Papineau with a couple of chances in the doorstep, but another couple of big saves from Kevin Jones.
Really like that pinch in there from Scalise. He's one of those offensive defensemen that are so fun to watch. You can see that aggression in him, able to go around deep into the zone, or some defensemen are just kind of afraid to go. Of course, as a forward, you gotta be sure you watch that from your defenseman. Make sure you have a guy drop back so that your team doesn't kind of get caught by the other team. But a good job there by Nepean, aware of where everyone was on the ice.
Face-off one, back to Scalise at the point. Henderson shoots it through, stick save by Jones. Down in the near side corner. Easton Pena trying to get it out. Hubin holds it in, he's knocked down. Goes back around for Papineau, he can't quite collect that pass. Play out by Cardiff is going to go all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing against the Lumber Kings.
And if a team has down 2 players in this game, an icing like that, it's going to take a real effect for this team, especially as this game goes further and further into the second and third period. You get some tired players on the ice, tired players on the bench. It's going to be harder for you to catch your own breath.
Face-off one to the side and then picked up by Pena. His pass trying to get it out is picked up by Hicklin. He'll play that one ahead for Alegria. Drop back there. Cardiff with a shot, a good blocker save by McEwen. Mario Scalise gets it up ahead to Papineau. He's got Sturgeon with him. Sturgeon back for Papineau, but it goes on goal and it'll be tipped to the corner by Kevin Jones. Back behind the goal, Sturgeon for Papineau. Trying to cut around, gets to the hash marks and then loses the puck to Cardiff. Pass up ahead to Hicklin is tipped over the red line, but Scalise is back on it. Curtis Sturgeon dumps that one in. Jones out to play it. He'll leave that one behind his goal for Alex Fortier. PENA's going to play that one all the way up. It's picked off by Jonah Henderson. Henderson gets a good move there. Dylan Pollock with some speed. Cutting in, trying to get it on, but he gets blocked. DeFazio with a shot. It's blocker save by Jones. Carson McGurn cuts back to the middle. Back to Henderson. He plays that one across. David Taylor with a shot. It's tipped. It's in the slot, and nobody could really find it. PENA plays it back, but held in by Henderson. Tipped on by DeFazio. His second chance goes through the crease. High pass off the glass, and that one comes back into center. Henderson plays that one ahead for McGurn. It'll be played over and dumped off the back wall and out of play.
Well, a little bit too much on that dump in there from the Raiders, but a good job for them to get pucks on net. They're now heavily out shooting Pembroke, 19-14 in this game, but they're still struggling with trying to jam that rebound in. They're doing a better job of getting buys in there, but the puck's just trying to find its way underneath them, and it's not quite working for them quite yet.
Face-off one, and then held by the Lumber Kings. Reed on the offensive, trying to get it back. He gets it ahead to Friel. Friel has Band with him, but a couple of good back checks from the Lumber Kings, and they can't quite get in cleanly. Friel with a tip that goes over the top of the net to the opposite corner. Pinching in off the line was Lumsden. Reed back in behind him to help out. Friel now going to poke that one into the slot, but Maverick Hayes is the only one there. Lumber Kings back in behind their own goal. Hayes comes out with it, trying to put it for Blewett. He didn't quite get to it. Band almost stole that one away, and eventually comes back to center ice. Lumsden plays that one off the boards and in. Jones can't quite play that one behind his own net. Hayes backhands that one around, but it's picked up by Reed. Hayes gets it back, puts that one around, just held into the line by Lumsden before he is almost sent into the Raiders bench. Friel can't get that one behind the Lumber Kings goal, and Pembroke is back out. Taylor holds the line, though. Couple of great holds to the line by the Raiders defense here. Reinisch, he tries to stop up with it, leaves the puck there, though. And Pembroke's back the other way. Reinisch picks it up, dumps it in, but plays it actually tape to Maverick Hayes. Josh Fortier pass up. It's tipped in by Alegria, and they'll go off for a change. Taylor with some speed. He's cutting in. He's got a lot of speed. Taylor cutting in, and his shot goes off the stick of Hayes. Off the bench, Dockstader, but he fans on the shot. Back the other way comes Ryan Perron. Perron with Carman. Perron with a shot. It's stopped by McEwen right into his glove, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, nice rush there for Pembroke. That puck just kind of eludes Dockstader, who's kind of baffled by his own mistake there. But such an aggressive back check by a lot of players on that Nepean side. Took away that pass completely. All McEwen had to do is watch that puck enter his glove. And it's not that challenging of a save for him.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings. Nathan Duck shoots it through, stick by McEwen, up and out of play.
It's like there's a magic puck magnet behind both these nets right now. The amount of pucks have gone out of play. The end in these two zones. But Nepean a bit on their heels. I think Nepean should be playing this game a lot more like Pembroke has. Very aggressive, very physical. When you're playing a game or playing a team with down two players, you got to be playing like that.
Perron with a chance on, but just couldn't collect the puck and work out with it. Back the other way come the Raiders. They can't get over the line, though, and so they have to wait up as Streska comes back on side. Now Streska with the puck. Gonna fire that one on, goes about a foot wide. Back at the point, Magaletta, cross for Dockstader. Dockstader plays that one in. It goes off of Cowherman, though, and back the other way come the Lumber Kings. Cowherman, backhander on, it's stopped by McEwen. Streska is gonna end up with it in his lap, and he'll get that in the corner, play it off the boards. Trying to go up ahead for Reinisch. Played back ahead by Alex Fortier, and now Nathan Duck backhands it across. Cowherman into the middle, picked up by Alex Fortier. He'll dump that one into the corner. Back to get it is Bo Dockstader. Trying to play that one up for Reinisch, picked off by Cowherman. Fresh off the bench. Here comes Alegria. Drops back, looking for the one-timer, comes back to the point to Hayes. PENA stops up, tries to play that one in deep, and Slingerland's going to get that, dump it in, and go for a change. Maverick Hayes trying to play that one all the way up to Hicklin, picked off by Henderson. Had to be careful the offside. He was able to get on was Reinisch, and so that shot from Henderson's able to get off, but it'll go right into the glove of Jones.
And the Raiders a bit lucky to avoid a too many men call there. It looked like they had 6 players on the ice for about 5 or 6 seconds with possession as well. But they just got that, second period was going to be pretty difficult. They just got that one away.
Face-off tied up off the draw. Shot by Sturgeon is blocked into the corner. Maverick Hayes leading the rush, but he'll get to the red line, dump it in. Bounces directly on goal. And he gets in close enough for the refs to whistle it down.
On that last second bounce like that, that can really eat up a goaltender. We've seen that a couple of times in the past, as in the NHL even.
I don't want to hear the name Visa Toskala.
You know what? I was working my way there, but you know what? You said it already.
Yeah, there we go. 10:20 to go in the second period. Tommy Young, Zach Beamish here with you from the Nepean Sportsplex as that faceoff is won back into the Raiders' corner. Mario Scalise with it. We're having a lot of fun up here at the top of the stands. Papineau over the line, actually not quite over the line. Raiders have to tag up. Curtis Sturgeon leading the rush, trying to cut it on the backhand, can't get it past Pena. Hubin steals it back though. Sturgeon behind the goal, centering pass for Papineau. Backhander on, it's just tipped aside by Pena. Back at the point, Jonah Henderson trying to work in with it. Got Murray in against him. Hubin comes in now and pokes it free. Sturgeon tries to get it back for Hubin. Murray in again, causing trouble. Nick Hubin, checked by Pena. Sturgeon trying to fight it free. That puck cannot leave but a 5-foot area in the bottom corner. Finally, Pena's able to squeak it free. Comes back to the point. Henderson just can't hold the line, and now he's in early against a couple of Lumber Kings players. Easton Pena now with it. He'll put that one up ahead. Liam Cardiff has the goal in this game. He'll just get to the hash marks and dump it in. Lumber Kings off for a full 5-man change. Henderson going to lead the puck in. Jonah Henderson going to go all the way into the corner with it himself. He gets knocked down. Cannot quite hold the line as David Taylor, as he'll just send that one all the way in. Duck waiting behind his goal. Raiders offside, says the linesman, so they'll have to tag up. Carson McGurn in on the forecheck. Although Nathan Duck's going to play that one up ahead for Pembroke. Spencer Bowe's going to dump that one directly on goal. Batting in the air is McEwen. Didn't quite play that one cleanly. Kyle Cameron on it now. Back to the point. Fortier rings it around. Duck back to the point to Cameron. He's going to send that one off the boards and down in behind. Dylan Pollock in behind his own goal. He can't quite get to that puck. A couple of tips out of the zone though, and Nolan DeFazio's got a chance to break away, but he can't quite outspeed Josh Fortier. Now McGurn in on it. Working away from Fortier. Back to the point. Magaletta. All the way off the near side boards. Here's Pollock at the goal line. He's walked into that corner once again. That near side corner seeing a lot of action here this afternoon. Carson McGurn down to the goal line. Centering pass just goes through Pollock's feet. Magaletta fakes the one-timer, has it poked away from him. Duck's going to play that one off the boards. Now it's a foot race for it. Taylor against Karaman. Couple of players fighting for it. It's in the slot. Chance there. Big save, McEwen, and he'll hang on. What a great chance as Spencer Bowes was on the doorstep.
And Bowes does a good job because kind of going unnoticed. He's able to sneak through the Nepean defense, slip behind them, and has a great scoring opportunity. But the puck moves a little bit too slow, and McEwen is a bit too good over Reed for him to really get a good shot off in an empty net, as McEwen's right there and makes a good save.
Spencer Bowes, 73 points in 44 games for the Perth Blue Wings this season. Called up as an AP for the Lumber Kings this afternoon. 7 games, no points thus far. Almost had a chance for his first in the CCHL. Puck eventually finally comes out from behind the Raiders' goal and played up ahead to Peter Friel. Friel working in one-on-one against the other number 21 in Pena, and Pena will win that battle. Alex Fortier. Over and ahead, tipped in by Ryan Perron. Stopped up by Brady McEwen. McEwen plays that one directly to Hicklin. Hicklin shoots. It's tried to put it through the 5-hole, and a good stick save from McEwen. There's a player you don't want to give the puck away to. It's the leading scorer. Back behind the goal. Alec Gria trying to find a pass out front, knocked away by a couple of sticks. Now Band trying to get that one out. Now Josh Reed's away. Reed has Friel driving. Drops it for Band. Drop back all the way to the point, and a good shot from Lumsden is kicked away. Lumsden now down at the hash marks. Back to the point for Reed. Reed sends one through it, looking for a tip, and it's just wide. Trying to get to the point is Cam Hicklin. It eventually squeaks free into the middle, and leading the rush is Sutton Murray. Murray walking in, shoots. Good shot there by Cardiff, but that was blocked. Lumsden for Friel. Peter Friel. Just going to dump that one in and go for a change. Lumber Kings going to wait behind their own net and set up with it. Alex Fortier looking for options. Takes a step out, doesn't like it, he'll step back. 6:04 to go in the second period, still 1-0 Pembroke. Pass up ahead is tipped into the zone. Raiders back in possession of it. Jonah Henderson. Up ahead for Kyle Slingerland. Drop for Reinisch. Reinisch shoots. Just dribbles wide. Scalise going to tip that one in deeper. Trying to look for Reinisch behind the net. Comes out in front and just couldn't quite get to Riley Streska on the doorstep as it's covered up by Kevin Jones.
And a good last second rush in there by Fortier. Alex Fortier was the one who took that chance away as he got this active stick in there. Kind of just nudged it towards his goaltender. If not, that puck would have gone to the top of the crease and likely into the back of the net. So a good heads-up play there by the defenseman in Fortier. Took away a possible goal-scoring opportunity for the Raiders. We need to find some more shots on net. They had a good shot lead. That's all but erased right now. So they now trail the shots 23-22.
Face off to the left of the Pembroke goal, won by the Lumber Kings. Maverick Hayes plays that one up ahead. Couple of passes and they're in. Chance there, trying to drive in was Kyle Cameron, poked away from him by Jonah Henderson. Cameron back on it. Going to be sent back around behind the Raiders goal. Henderson there for it. Launched by Perron. He'll cycle away a couple of times. Going to try to set up with it. Surveying his options. Steps out to the left and he'll carry it himself. Across the blue line. Gets to the red. Gets to the blue and tips it in. Racing after it himself. He's the first one on it. Racing against Maverick Hayes. Somebody's stick knocked from their hand. Centering pass. Trying to find Sturgeon. Eventually gets his way to him. Sturgeon walks in and shoots. That one's blocked. Back behind the net for Hubin. Hubin plays that one around for Papineau. Back to the point to Taylor. Taylor walks the line. His shot is deflected into the air. Just can't quite hold the line as Papineau was hounded there. And back to the way comes Pembroke. Ryan Perron trying for the centering pass. Picked back up again by Pembroke. Still cycling with it here. Trying to get it in his McKnight. Puts that one around. Sutton Murray back to the point. Pena with a shot through, bouncing off the far wall. Back behind the goal now. Trying to fight it free is Alegria. He can't quite get on that. Lumber Kings hold it low. Pena shoots it way high and up and out of play. Good for a field goal, but not a regular goal.
And the Raiders need to find some kind of second gear right now, because right now, the Pembroke Lumber Kings are just outworking them. They've been outworking them for the better part of this game. Getting these pucks first, they're reading the Raiders quite a bit here. They know that puck is going to go before the Raiders even put it there. So they're racing to get them out of their own, need to see if they can remove themselves and Pembroke's heads. And they can kind of trick things up a little bit, make things a bit spicier, and get some kind of goal.
Face-off won by the Raiders. Brady McEwen plays that one ahead, and Reinisch dumps it in. Couple of good checks, and Reinisch is back on it. Played back into the near side corner. Streska, good forecheck from this fourth line. Reinisch on the wraparound, good save. Streska off the post. Magaleta has it. He can't quite hold it in as he's going to send that one around to the corner. Great fourth line shift here for the Raiders. Reinisch with a shot that's tipped up and out of play. And there's the energy you were just talking about, Zach. Send out that fourth line and see what they can get going.
And they go out, and I think they hit the inside of that post about an inch more to the right, and the Raiders have tied this game up at 1. It is always a game of inches. But the Raiders, as close as they have gotten to a goal so far in this game, 3:36 left to go here in the second period. And they seem to have woken up again here at the third line out.
Magaleta with a shot. It's tipped on goal and a good save by Jones. Down in the corner, DeFazio. Working against a couple of players there, a couple of red jerseys in fighting for it. Magaleta pinching off the line. Back to DeFazio, trying to put that one ahead, and Cam Hicklin steals it. Back to the way, Hicklin. He is back-checked hard by Dylan Taylor, or David Taylor. Great back-check by the deadline acquisition. Lumber Kings play it back in. It's picked up by Magaleta. He'll play that one ahead, looking for Dylan Pollock. Doesn't quite find him. Nathan Duck cycles back. Gets that one across to his D partner. Sent all the way up ahead. It's no icing, so Brady McEwen stops it. Sends that one up ahead. Headman pass for DeFazio. Backhanding that one. Duck trying to get it out. DeFazio picks it off. And he'll send that one in deep. Pollock racing in after it against Alex Fortier. Pollock down to the ice, but Lumsden holds the line. Fortier again. That one just skips over the stick of Lumsden that time. And back the other way, but can't quite do his calf stretches is Mikhail Karaman, and so the Lumber Kings are offside.
Yeah, Cam Hicklin has been such a difference maker for this Pembroke team, taking chances away from the Raiders and creating chances of his own in the other end for Pembroke. He's such a positive for this Pembroke team. It's not every day you can find a player who can play that 200 feet of the ice, but Hicklin is that kind of player.
Face-off won by the Lumber Kings, trying to get it into the zone here, but they give it away to the Raiders. Josh Reed across for Friel. Peter Friel has Lumsden driving the net. He's going to stop up and give it back to the point. Dogstader shot through, is blocked off the leg of Sutton Murray. Dogstader gets it back at center. Plays that one all the way in. They're going to say no icing. Jones leaves it behind his net. Hayes rung around. Pass out off the leg of Oliver Band and comes out again though. Here comes Cardiff. Pass across is knocked down by Lumsden. Cardiff gets it back. Trying to play that one off the boards. Doesn't get all of it. Back to the way come the Raiders. 3-on-2. Reed leading it in, but they're offside as Reed got stopped at the line.
And a good job there by Hayes. A hold right up there at the blue line. Just slows things down a little bit, and it threw the momentum of the Nepean rush completely off, forced them to go offside. That's solid defensive work there by Pembroke again. Only 5D, but they've all been stellar so far today.
Minute 39 remaining in the second period. 24-23 shots in favor of the Lumber Kings. A 1-0 score for Pembroke. Raiders win the draw. Dumped in by Papineau. Kevin Jones leaves it behind his net. Josh Fortier. Cross to Hicklin. Back for Fortier. He's going to lead the rush in himself. Fortier with speed. He shoots and just over the top of the net. Might have caught the crossbar and goes out of play.
Yeah, I think it had a little bit of iron there. Of course, the goalie's best friend are those pillars and that crossbar. It just saves this game from meaning 2-0. That's a good rush again by Pembroke. They have a lot of speed down the line or down the wings. They're using that to their advantage.
Face-off won by the Raiders. Scalise puts that one off the boards. Duck can't quite find it in his skates, and Sturgeon picks it up. One-timed in by Papineau. Duck in the corner, hounded by Hubin. Papineau joins in too, and eventually it comes outside the line. Henderson has to retreat all the way to his own zone to pick it up as we're into the last minute here. Mario Scalise, watched by Ryan Perron. He goes behind his goal. Plays that one up ahead. Picked off at center ice. Cameron has to wait till they're onside, and that allows Henderson to catch up to him. As a Lumber King falls, heading back to the bench. Bench wants a penalty, aren't going to get one. Scalise carrying it himself. He is sat down by Nathan Duck. Great hit by the Lumber Kings captain, has the bench up and cheering. Back behind the goal. Coming off the goal line is Liam Cardiff. He'll play that one across to Duck. Duck dumping that one in. McEwen out to play it. Sends that one hard off the boards. Papineau can't catch up to it. Cardiff sends it back in again. Once again, Brady McEwen out to play it. Although he'll opt to leave this one for Jonah Henderson. Henderson, 10 seconds left to work with here. Trying to get that one up ahead for Taylor. Skips past him and Hubin. Pembroke dump it down, and that'll be no icing because there's only 2 seconds on the clock and time will expire. After 2, it's a 1-0 lead for the Pembroke Lumber Kings. 24-23 shots on goal. Zach, your thoughts on that period?
I mean, you can just kind of see the difference between the two teams on the bench. The Raiders are watching this game, but the Pembroke Lumber Kings are just kind of buzzing about it. There's just a little something more, a little bit more energy on that Pembroke side right now, and the P needs to find a way to match it in the third period.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here on CKDJ 107.9. If you're listening to the Algonquin College TV radio broadcast, we'll catch you again at the beginning of the third period. But if you're listening on the FM radio, stick around. We'll be back in just a minute with your second intermission. Zach Beamish, Tommy Young here with you. We'll be right back on CKDJ 107.9. After 40, it's 1-0 Pembroke.
started. Finger on trigger, but aim on a target. I'm shooting my shot, yeah. It's right on the money, no discount, no bargain. Hear them calling. The clock is ticking, we cannot be stalling. We pulling up harder. Hey, one shot, one chance, I gotta go all in. You know what it is, I gotta get it. You know what it is, I'm bound to win it. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is, I gotta get it. You know what it is, get down to business. You know what it is. You know what it is. Gang time check, gang time we. Gang time check, gang time we up. Gotta stay up, way up. It's cut up when a rematch. First time won't be last. It's the beginning, we just got started. 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 It's the beginning, we just got. It's the beginning, we just got started.
Nepean Raiders hockey against the Pembroke Lumber Kings. The third period is underway as in comes Liam Cardiff with a chance, but just unable to find a pass across. Josh Reed back to the way for Pembroke, or for Nepean, sorry. Trying to find a pass through, it doesn't quite work. Cardiff now hard on the forecheck against Scalise back in his own zone. Scalise gives that one away, and Hicklin's going to dump that one in. McEwen behind his goal. Brady McEwen backhands that one around. Josh Reed going to leave it for Oliver Band. Band back up the near side, shutting in a good shot, but off the shoulder of Jones. Reed trying to fight that one free. And the near side, Peter Friel's in there as well with him. Friel fighting hard against Maverick Hayes, who has him completely wrapped up. Still dragging him around is Maverick Hayes, and there is still no penalty on the play. Sturgeon with a shot on the near side. Rebound chance in front, and it's loose. Back to the point. David Taylor down for Sturgeon. His tip goes well wide of the goal. Easton Pena now back on it. Taylor with a chance. Across for Sturgeon. He shoots, and it's swallowed up by Kevin Jones as we welcome you back inside Steve Eiserman Arena for the third period. Tommy Young, Zach Beamish here with you on CKDJ 107.9 and, of course, Algonquin TV, YouTube. And, well, Zach, we really didn't have a chance to catch our breath before that period started, did we?
No, and Peter Friel, despite the name, not super free right there as he got dragged across the ice.
Face off won by the Raiders. Taylor walks in, shoots off the shoulder of Jones. He never saw that. Sturgeon picks that up. Back to the point and off the stick of Magaletta and out of play and back to center ice. Hubin trying to play that one ahead. Duck picks that one up as that one bounces right off of Bowes' stick and into the neck area of Magaletta. He seems to be all right. Carman picks it up. He gets checked by Hubin, laying the boom. Bowes picks it up at center, trying to get it in. Gets the puck back, and he'll backhand that in himself instead of playing it to Alegria. Trying to play that puck out is Lumsden. Gets it ahead to Sturgeon, walks around Alegria, and just avoids a check from Karaman. That one's dumped in by Hubin. Jones out to play it. Get that one around for Bowes. Gonna try to play that one up ahead to Blewett, but it's out of his reach, and Doxeter will win the race for icing.
Well, Martin Magaletta is thinking to heavens that he has a face mask on right now, because that could have been a lot worse for him. They took one right off the cage. And a little later on, a big hit by Nick Coopin is exactly what I was talking about at the end of our intermission. That spark. Just hit a guy, send him to the ground, get your bench raving a little bit, get that energy level up a little bit more, and that'll translate to good things on the ice.
Referee talking to the Pembroke bench, and specifically to Sutton Murray. Overager for Pembroke getting a stern talking to from the referees. Face off to the right of Kevin Jones is tied up off the draw. Eventually one back to the point for the Raiders. Lumsden's shot goes bouncing off a defenseman and high up into the air. Nathan Duck knocks his man down. McKern had never touched the puck. I don't know how that's not an interference penalty. And now losing his helmet is Dylan Pollock. Back to the way come the Pembroke Lumber Kings. Spencer Bowes trying to work it against Scalise. He's muscled off the puck. Lumsden plays that one ahead, trying to find McGurn. It's a race for it against Alex Fortier. Fortier plays that one around. Easton Pena's going to play that one up ahead. Working in Ryan Perron. Picked up by John Lumsden. Trying to get that one up ahead in the zone. 16:56 to go as back in the corner is Perron with it. Working away behind the goal. Comes out in front. Chance there, and a good save by McEwen. Back to the point. Shot through from Alex Fortier, and a good swallow there. Right into the Nepean logo on Brady McEwen's chest, and he'll hang on.
It really seems like the referees have put their whistles away right now. A lot of big checks, a lot of stuff that could be called, currently not getting called. I think it's kind of to the aggression a bit of the Raiders, making them a bit upset. They want some calls to get themselves back into this game. They're just not finding them.
Face-off won by the Raiders. Perfect set play up ahead for Brandon Reinisch. Reinisch into the zone. He'll play that one in the corner for Streska. Fourth line energy back out here for the Raiders once again. Reinisch trying to work it free. Can't get it around Cam Hicklin. Hicklin up ahead trying to find Cardiff. It's knocked out of the air by Slingerland. Good hand-eye by the big man. Reinisch in on the forecheck. He'll steal that puck back. Looking for Streska. He'll play that one on. He goes Slingerland, scores! Streska's pass bounces off the defense, and it's Slingerland's 4th of the year for the Raiders. 5th on the season. It's 1-1.
Well, a couple unfortunate bounces here for Pembroke as this puck bounces across a couple of people, finds Kyle Slingerland right in the slot area, and he very much pun intended here slings this one right into the back of the net. A beauty of a shot that Kevin Jones has a 0% chance on, and one of the overagers being celebrated here tonight gets a tying goal for the Raiders. It's 1-1.
Goals on back-to-back nights for Kyle Slingerland, and he's tied this game up. Pembroke win the draw. Up ahead, Kyle Cameron trying to cut in. He can't quite get around Jonah Henderson, and Marty Magaletta's got it. Bose picks that one up and dumps it straight on goal. Stick aside by McEwen. Pretty easy stop for him. Ringing back around, and Bose puts it in behind the goal. Cameron tying up Henderson. Centering pass for Bose, skips away from him on a tie-up. Maverick Hayes has it back in his own zone, puts it up ahead for Bose, who dumps it in. McEwen out to play it. Has to be careful of Kyle Cameron, but he'll get it across for Magaletta. Friel plays that one ahead, trying to look for Reed as Friel gets knocked down at center ice. Somewhere is the puck, not entirely certain of its position. Band dumps it in, and it's picked up by Ryan Perron. Up ahead, cutting in alone as Charlie Blewett. His shot is stopped by McEwen. Henderson back the other way. He's leading the rush. Jonah Henderson checked there by Alex Fortier. Fortier goes down. Henderson doesn't. Good job to avoid the check from Henderson there. Blewett trying to keep it out of the zone. It's just held in by Sturgeon for a moment, but Papineau's going to have to retreat with it. Scalise in his own zone. Works back to the hash marks. Plays it across the other circle for Papineau. Nick Papineau with speed. Going to dump that one in. Rings all the way around for Nathan Duck. He is forechecked hard. Comes back around, and Sutton Murray gets it out to center. He'll dump that one in. Jones stops it up, picked up by Alex Fortier. He is checked hard by Nick Hubin. Although Nathan Duck is there to dump that one out, it goes all the way and down for icing.
Well, if you're the Raiders and you want to get that physicality up, you send Nick Hubin on the ice because he is not afraid to throw around his body whatsoever. You saw that there again. 6 foot 196 is Hubin, and he's able to mow down a couple of people on his way to that puck.
Papineau against, that was Alegria on the draw, and Alegria wins it clean. Pembroke getting it out to center ice. Taylor gets back on it, and he'll get that one for Hubin. Takes a reverse check, dumps it in. That one's tipped out back to center. Mario Scalise gonna dump that one down. It's picked up once again by Alex Fortier. He's been busy in the last couple of minutes out there on defense. Back up the other way come the Lumber Kings. Just out of the reach of Cam Hicklin. David Taylor's back on it. Hicklin into the forecheck against Scalise, but good body positioning. Hicklin steals it anyway. Back out front for Cardiff, but it's not onto his forehand, and he'll just send it around behind the goal. Scalise. Cameron checks him. Good back check by Sturgeon. Gets it out to center ice, though. Trying to find Papineau. Picked off by Pena. Pembroke. Going to be dumped in. Hits the linesman. Cardiff dumps it in a second chance. David Taylor back with it. He's got some speed if he wants to use it. He's going to stop up for a second, and now he'll work ahead with it. He gets to the red line, slaps it in. Picked up by Nolan DeFazio in the corner. DeFazio, puck bounces free into the middle. Cardiff leaves it, and up ahead goes Sutton Murray. Murray gets around Magaletta. Stops up in the corner, gets one on, and tries to get a shot away. It's picked off by Bo Dockstader. That one bounces back to McEwen. He has to play that one off the boards. No Raider there to pick it up, and so Maverick Hayes has it at center ice. Hayes sends that one down, bounces off the far wall. It bounces out in front, and electing not to cover it is McEwen. He'll play it for Magaletta instead. Up ahead for McGurn, it's out of his reach. Played back into their zone by Carman. Couple of passes for the Lumber Kings. And sent up ahead. All the way down, and they're going to say icing. 26-26 shots here in the third period, tied at 1. 12:27 left to go in the third period, and we're shaping up for a pretty close down-to-the-wire game, Zach.
Yeah, and one of the players I think has made the most difference here has been Cam Hicklin, who I think has been the best skater on the ice for either team. Making a play happen in the corner of the offensive zone, gets a puck to a player right in front, right job by him.
Scalise with a shot, it's blocked by Sutton. Back out to center ice. Back across now, Reinish breaking into the zone, drop pass, nobody home. Eventually Slingerland steals it though. Back across, trying to find Streska, it's poked away from him. Back to the way comes Pembroke. Hicklin with a couple of players. Alegria trying to get it on a second chance, just wide of the goal. Back to the point, Josh Fortier. Fortier with a shot through, it's sticked aside by McEwen on a pretty slow bouncing shot. Back the other way for the Raiders. Reinish driving through and trying to get through a mess of red jerseys, and he can't quite keep it. It'll be dumped in by John Lumsden. Hayes off the end board. Streska trying to get to it. It'll bounce free into the middle. Reinish picks it up. Couple of Raiders looking for a change here. Streska, or Magaletta, sorry, behind his net. He's going to stop behind McEwen and survey his options as the Raiders get a forward line off. Across for Henderson, back for Magaletta. Up ahead as Raiders are offside as Friel was tied up with Duck and they both fell. Friel tags up and goes in on the forecheck. Forces Josh Fortier out from his hiding spot behind the goal, and Lumber Kings send that one up into the middle. Knocked down by Henderson. Trying to find Band on the near side wall, far side wall. He picks that one up ahead for Josh Reed. Reed working in. Stops up. Finds Band. He gets checked. Alex Fortier picks that one up, sends it across to his D partner. Almost picked off by Josh Reed, but it gets ahead to center ice. Reed now working in with it. Trying to find a way against Alex Fortier. He does. Reed, centering pass is knocked into the goaltender was Band. As I think PENA even knocked him into his own net. Pembroke can't get past center. Magaletta picks it up. Reed drops it back. Raiders have to be careful. They got too many men. But
they don't enough men. They only have, well, yes, they do. I couldn't see the two guys.
Now they do have 5. They had to be careful there that they didn't take a too many men call and had a little confusion at the bench. That'll be dumped in. First one to it as Hubin. He'll send that one just behind the goal. Maverick Hayes with it. He'll send it out to center ice. Bouncing through Dockstader, picked up by David Taylor. Taylor off the end boards. Trying to get in a second time. It's into Hayes' skates. Get that one back to center. Cardiff gets to the red line, dumps it in. McEwen stomps the puck up. He'll leave that one behind his goal. And now Bo Dockstader goes ahead with it. Dockstader skates through. Avoids a check from Hayes. Down in the corner, Sturgeon steals it. Finds Hubin, centering pass. It doesn't quite go all the way. Back to the point, Dockstader finds Sturgeon. Walks out to the hash marks, trying to find Hubin at the top of the circles, but he can't get the shot away. Hubin now back on it. Completely wrapped up by Josh Fortier. Back to the point to Dockstader. Behind the goal. Hubin to the goal line, trying to find Sturgeon for the one-timer. Dockstader with a shot, selflessly blocked by Ryan Perron. Taylor pinching into the line. He swings at the puck and catches Hicklin in the face. That's going to be a penalty against the Raiders. And now the whistle is blown, and it will be the third highest sticking penalty of the game as the Lumber Kings head back to their third power play of the game.
That's a big mistake there by David Taylor. He's just trying to hack at that puck. But unfortunately, he hacks a Hicklin in the face. And even though this Pembroke power play hasn't been anything special this season, you don't want to give them a chance right now. This is late into a tied game to change the entire complexion of this hockey game right now.
Absolutely. Tie game, power play on the road. This is a very important draw for the Pembroke Lumber Kings. 8:52 to go in the third period. 2 minutes on the board for the Raiders number 17 as that one goes straight up out of play just 3 seconds into the power play.
Now I'm curious to see how this Nepean penalty kill is going to play. Are they going to play aggressively here? Try to even get that that winning goal short-handed at all? Curious to see.
Back at the point. Hicklin for PENA. Goes across. Back for Hicklin. PENA shoots it through and scored! Tipped in front. I believe that was Ryan Perron. And it's 2-1 Pembroke. Just a few seconds into the power play.
That's exactly what you're talking about right there. Any power play can click at any time. And there's about 4 different red jerseys all on the line. One of them took a shot, and a great job did by Perron to get his stick on it, change the trajectory of that puck. McEwen had no chance on that one after it got redirected. And Pembroke with a big late lead.
Ryan Perron, 5 career games against the Nepean Raiders. 4 goals, 3 of them power play markers. And he's gotten the Lumber Kings the lead. Magaletta in behind his goal. Trying to fight it free is Blewett. He gets pinned up against the board, and the Raiders come back to the way. 3-on-2. 4-on-3 now for the Raiders. Coming in shot wide. Completely missed the net on the far side. A glorious 4-on-3 chance. They can't even find the net. Alegria at the Pembroke blue line, trying to keep it out. Kyle Slingerland trying to poke it free at third line, back out there for the Raiders. Fourth line, sorry. Could be a third line. They really rotate their lines very, very well. Back at the point, Lumsden trying to get a shot through. It's deflected. Streska can't hold on to it. Lumsden holds it in. Streska now holds it in this time. Streska shoots off a shin pad. Bouncing in the air. Lumsden can't hold it that time. And he'll send that one in. Raiders have to tag up, and so lots of time for Alex Fortier. Fortier waiting behind his net. He's got some options. He's taking a look. He doesn't like him. He goes back in behind. 7:28 to go in the third period. Watched there by a couple of Raiders. Puts it across for Nathan Duck. Back up into the middle, trying to find a head pass, but nobody quite there ready for it, and Scalise picks it up. Puts it across for Dockstader. Bo Dockstader gets to the red line, sends it ahead. Bo is trying to send that one in. It's off the skates of Oliver Band, and he'll chase after it against Nathan Duck. Band picks it up in the corner. Back for Scalise. Across for Dockstader. It's into his feet, and he can't hold the line. Raiders are going to have to tag up here. Pembroke has lots of time to set it up. Alex Fortier. Watched there by a couple of Raiders. Sent up ahead. It's tipped by Murray into the Raiders zone. Scalise. Watched by Blewett. Scalise now trying to outskate him. Gets knocked off by Bose. Band with a good check there. Scalise at the end of his shift. He'll get off and leave that one for Magaletta. Marty Magaletta for David Taylor. Taylor gets ahead of steam. Taylor skating in. He's got lots of speed and centering pass perfectly, but nobody there for it. Hubin off the bench misses it. Papineau in back check has to chase after it. He's watched by Hicklin. He never quite got to it. Eventually, it ends up on the stick of Marty Magaletta. Send that one up ahead. Tipped in by Hubin. Linesman says he didn't, and it'll be icing Raiders.
Plus 6 minutes left to go in this third period, and the shots are only 3-2 in favor of Pembroke in this third period. It's been a low shooting, or maybe sorry, I said probably 4-3 in actuality, but still a very slow period in terms of shots on net. Both these goaltenders have not had to face a lot of adversity so far.
McEwen plays that one ahead off the draw. Curtis Sturgeon with it. Sturgeon, his shot's blocked. Gets the puck back though. Centering pass. Papineau puts it just wide. Trying to knock it out is Sutton Murray, and second chance for the Lumber Kings goes around to the near side. Falling down is Taylor, and that one goes all the way down. It's going to be just enough for icing, says the linesman, and now they have to sort out who was on the ice and who wasn't.
That'll be a big face-off here for Nepean. A must-win face-off, you might say. And seeing if they can get anything going offensively from anything other than their fourth line.
Face off to the right of Kevin Jones. 5:35 to go in the third period. 2-1 for the Pembroke Lumber Kings. Face off won by the Raiders. Shot on. A good one-timer from Taylor. Knocked away by Jones. McGurn fighting it on the near side. Jumping in is Pollock. Dylan Pollock in the corner. Comes back to McGurn. Carson McGurn is checked hard from behind into the boards by Maverick Hayes. And the Lumber Kings are going to come out with the puck. Here comes Liam Cardiff. He's got a player with him. Shot by Murray. Goes off the stick of Magaleta and out of play.
Good rush there by the Lumber Kings. Good job getting numbers down the ice, blowing past a couple of Nepean players on your way. And a good job of getting those pucks horizontal on the ice, making McEwen move around. But a good access there by the Nepean defense puts this one up and out of play.
As we mentioned, the Lumber Kings playing 11 forwards, 5D, and it's a very important and crucial third period. But Zach, I don't think I've seen Hunter McKnight or Kai Soar on the ice at all in the third period.
Not really. A short bench seems to have gone even shorter there for Pembroke.
Face-off won by the Raiders in their own zone. Trying to fight it free, and it'll come to the near side. Up ahead, Oliver Band leading the rush. Sends that one over the head of Alex Fortier, and they'll go in on the forecheck, but Pembroke's back out with it. Blew it, up ahead. Cameron trying to get in, he gets checked, and so he'll have to chase after it. Blew it in against Reed, plays it around. Stops up his Band, he falls down. Gets that one to Scalise though. Henderson, now up ahead. Raiders coming in with a puck. Brandon Reinish. Jonah Henderson joining the rush. Centering pass. Reinish can't get it on his forehand. Shot again. Rebound, scores! It's the captain, Josh Reed, ties the game again. And it's 2-2.
Who else but Josh Reed to get that tying goal? He's been so clutch all season for the Nepean Raiders. Finds back in the net right there. Turns around to the Pembroke bench. Tells them to quiet down. Great job there. That is captain work by Josh Reed. So dynamic for this Nepean team. Ties this game up again with 4 minutes left to go.
A little bit same, a little bit different from the Kyle Slingerland goal. The Slingerland one bounced off a defenseman. That one goes off at Kevin Jones. But a perfect rebound opportunity is put into the back of the net. And we're tied up once again. Pembroke bringing the puck back in. It's going to be dumped in by Sutton Murray. Lumsden behind his net. Murray picks it up. Back to the point. Ryan Perron across. Humongous check there by Hubin. Shot on is stopped by McEwen. Lumsden up ahead for Sturgeon. Sturgeon leading the rush. He's knocked down. Good check by Duck there, and now he's checked by Hubin in return. Playing it back around is Perron. It's picked up by Sturgeon. Put it back to the point. Magaleta. That one's going to go back in behind the goal. Papineau and Hubin were both tied up, and so that comes around to the near side. And it'll be played out to center ice by Alex Fortier. McEwen, hard out of his net to play it. Coming around, and he almost gave it away. He did give it away, and a shot on by Hicklin is blocked by a diving John Lumsden. Great defensive play by him. Magaleta trying to clear the zone. Pembroke with a dynamic forecheck here. Shot by Hicklin's blocked. Sturgeon up ahead. Papineau can't quite get on that one. Raiders have to be careful. They might have too many men. That they're just able to keep it on, keep the correct number on again. Pollock with a shot. That one's deflected wide. Carson McGurn circles around. Scalise at the point. Great move to get free from Hicklin, but good stick check keeps it free. Scalise shoots again. Glove save by Jones, and he'll hang on.
Gotta go back a couple minutes there. What a hit by Nick Hubin on Ryan Perron there at the blue line. I know we don't move the clocks until the weekend, but I'm pretty sure Perron landed in daylight savings time because he went flying. And then a good job there by the Nepean Raiders. Good move by Scalise. Kind of the spinorama. Gets a good shot off. Another quality chance for Nepean.
Raiders win the draw. Back at the point. Henderson. He fans on that one, and Hicklin couldn't quite get much on it. Raiders dump it in as they're offside. Jones leaves it behind for Pena. Watched by McGurn. Plays it across. Hazelson that one up, and Hicklin's got it. Trying to get it in deep as Scalise lays out Hicklin this time. DeFazio avoids a check from Cardiff there. As the physicality really starting to pick up. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Tie game 2-2. In comes Carson McGurn. Nolan DeFazio all the way across. Can't find Dylan Pollock. Pollock working against Murray. Pembroke comes out with the puck. Can't get far with it though, and Magaletta's got it now. Marty Magaletta leading the rush. Magaletta stops into the corner. He finds some open space. Shoots on, pad save, rebound chance, and Pollock never knew where it was. Couldn't put it in. Pena, drop for Cameron. Cameron in. Teammates are changing. He gets around Magaletta and then gets him in the face. And that's going to be our 4th high sticking penalty of the game. As once again, it's going to be heading off to the box as Kyle Cameron for the first time this game.
Gets Marty Magaletta right there in the head. Kind of think got him under the mask a little bit. And that is such a big penalty. A minute 26 left to go here in the third period. That's a minute 26 for Nepean to use as they call the timeout. They're going to draw someone up here with the man advantage. Would also be a power play from Nepean to start a potential overtime period were to get there.
Yes, it's the perfect time to take a timeout for the Raiders. Rest your top unit. Get your best players on the ice. You've got a minute and 26 to win this game in regulation, or you carry over 34 seconds of power play to overtime. This is perhaps the biggest chance of the game for the Raiders, who took about 2 periods to really find their game, but oh man, have they found it, Zach.
Yeah, they seem to really spring the life in the last couple of minutes or so, took the shot lead over again, and then finally seem to outwork Pembroke. Their short bench of Pembroke finally starting to kind of get them in the butt a little bit. And Nepean's able to jump on them, get a couple great scoring opportunities, seeking to capitalize on the power play here in the last minute and a half.
Have to see what the power play unit looks like for the Raiders, as the faceoff is going to be to the right of the Pembroke goal. Minute 26 to go in the third period. 2-2 tie. Tommy Young, Zach Beamish here with you from Steve Yzerman Arena in the season finale between the Lumber Kings and the Raiders. Only one more home game to go for the Raiders. They go on a 5-game road trip after this, so they want a big win here at home.
Walker Oliver Band is there on that draw. He is a mile away from everyone else.
Face-off one, back to the point. Across for Oliver Band. Walks to the top of the circle. Back for McGurn. Shoots it through, and that one's just wide of the goal. A good shot there from John Lumsden. Knocked down by Dylan Pollock on the clearing attempt. Puts it across for Scalise. Walks to the top of the circles. Back for Lumsden. Across for Band. He walks in to the middle for Sturgeon. Shot and a good pad save by Jones.
Beautiful chance there.
Back for Lumsden. Back for Scalise at the point. Shoots it through. A kick save, but held on to. Scalise down in the corner for Sturgeon. Back for Band. Band walks through the slot. Walks around again. Across for Sturgeon. He shoots. Blocked by Nathan Duck. Might have caught him in a sensitive area. No, on the hand. Across. Band drops for Lumsden. 35 seconds. Here's Scalise. He can't get it through Perron and comes back out. Oliver Band gets knocked off of it. He's knocked down by Pena, and look to the referees. No arms in the air. Sturgeon leads it in. Chance on, and missed the tip by Pollock, but a good save by Jones. Held in. 14 seconds. Shot through. Save. Rebound chance. It's loose. And it's going to be dumped down the ice by Easton Pena. With 5 seconds to go, McEwen sends a saucer pass all the way up the ice. Sturgeon puts one on goal, but that'll do it for regulation.
Well, what a flurry there. They end of regulation time. A couple of great chances. The best ones belonged to Curtis Sturgeon. He had won the slot area, had the puck come right to his stick, but he couldn't quite get enough power on that to blow it past everyone. The second one, closer to the near side. What a block by Nathan Duck, putting his body on the line, took it right on the hand. And he was starting to really labor on the ice a little bit after that. Couldn't really get both hands on the stick quite as strong could Duck, but he stayed on the ice. Great job there by the Pembroke captain to keep this game tied and have it go to overtime where Nepean will have 34 seconds of power play time.
So it'll be 4-on-3 for those 34 seconds, and then it'll be a 4-on-4 until the next whistle.
Curious to see the deployment here from the Nepean Raiders, who they seem to put on the ice. Gotta imagine that Band, Sturgeon, Reed, likely three forwards on the ice. Maybe more offensive defensemen than Scalise might be that fourth man.
We're going to have to see here, but isn't it appropriate that we go to overtime after a fantastic performance in goal from Brady McEwen and a fantastic performance on offense? Slingerland with a goal, Reed with a goal, Band with an assist in this game, and man, the Overagers have really been on their game here today.
And then the deployment of the Raiders, exactly as I would have guessed. Sturgeon, Band, Reed, and Scalise on the ice to start this off.
Face-off won by the Raiders. McEwen back to play it. Going to be picked up here by Scalise. Plays that one across. Back for Scalise. For Sturgeon. Reed at the point. Across. Scalise for Band. Band at the top of the circle. Walks in, shoots. Blocker saved by Jones. Scalise back for Band at the top of the slot. Sturgeon at the top of the circle. Shoots one on just wide of the goal. Scalise at the far hash mark. Band in the middle. Scalise shoots on. Pad save and covered up by Kevin Jones.
Just as the power play expired. So we're going back at 3-on-3, but a couple great looks there for the Nepean Raiders. How nice would it be for someone like Josh Reed, the captain, to get that game-winning goal here on the Overagers night? It would be poetic, if nothing else.
We're in for a fantastic finish to overtime here, folks. This has just been an outstanding game all around, and we are in for a one heck of a finish. Back to 3-on-3 as the penalty has expired. Face-off won by the Lumber Kings. Hicklin runs into his own player. Papineau back to the point. Scalise shoots, blocked in front. Humongous game-saving block from Maverick Hayes. Scalise now at the point. Mario Scalise. Back for Reinisch. Reinisch for Scalise. Back for Papineau at the point. Papineau and Scalise switch. Papineau against Hicklin. Drop for Reinisch. Good cycle here from the Raiders. Reinisch for Scalise. Works away from Hayes, and he'll be forced to retreat outside the line. Across. Reinisch with speed. Brandon Reinisch cutting in and just out of his own reach. What a rush that was. Plays it off the glass and read the angles wrong. Doesn't quite get it back. Hayes dumps it back around, goes off the side, and Jones will leave that one.
2.5 minutes into this overtime. This is really the first time Pembroke has been able to touch this puck.
Cam Hicklin leaves it behind. Easton Penna for Cam Hicklin, the leading scorer for Pembroke, leading the rush. Hicklin, he's got Perron with him. Hicklin switches with Penna, gives him the puck, walks down to the bottom of the circles. He's down to the goal line, and now he'll walk back up to the point. Watched by Curtis Sturgeon. Easton Penna down for Hicklin. Back up to the point. Have to go retreating out of the zone to Brian Perron as he's at the end of his shift. And Perron is going to leave that one for Penna. Plays it off the boards, trying to get it ahead to Murray. Murray watched by Marty Magaletta. And Murray's going to have to cycle outside the line. Drop pass. Here goes Penna. Cycling back. 2.5 to go in overtime. We're halfway through. 37-29 shots on goal. Favor of the Raiders. Sutton Murray working against Magaletta. He's checked off the puck. Curtis Sturgeon now with it. Raiders back in possession. Sturgeon's got Reed and Magaletta out with him. Actually, no, he doesn't. They both go for a change, just as I say that.
Lumsden and Band take their spots. See what Nepean can do with this.
Lumsden with it. He'll lead the rush. He's got some speed. Drops it for Band. Band to the middle. Walking across. Band, wrap around try, and a big block by Maverick Hayes. Band still on it, though. He's going to go all the way around with it. Band trying to cut in free. A big stick there from Maverick Hayes. Band still has the puck as he cycles around back at the point, and now he'll walk outside the line.
What a sequence there by Oliver Band. Still continuing. He still has his puck skating around the ice like a figure skater right now.
He is determined to not give it up, and just as I say that, he passes it to Josh Reed. I have been very good at cursing things to the Raiders. Hopefully, I don't curse anything else. Josh Reed walking in with it. Reed shoots, blocker save. Lumsden cycling back, and he'll walk outside. Here's Nick Papineau with it now. Reed's going to go off to the bench for a change. Papineau leaves it for Lumsden. Lumsden leads it in. He's got Reinisch with him. Drops for Papineau. Papineau watched by Hicklin. Back in for Reinisch. Doesn't like it. Minute to go. We're back out to center ice. John Lumsden with the puck. He's going to circle into his own zone. Give it to Nick Papineau. Papineau with speed. Cutting in. Splits the middle but can't get free. He'll get to the puck. Drops it for Scalise. Mario Scalise. Drops it for Brandon Reinisch. Reinisch gets around Hicklin. He's hauled down. Want a penalty. They're not going to get one. Here goes Perron. 2-on-1 for the Lumber Kings. Cam Hicklin. Huge back check. Nick Papineau. What a back check from Nicholas Papineau. We're down to 20 seconds to go. My voice is going here, folks. This is entertaining. Scalise for Sturgeon. Sturgeon walks in, shoots over the top of the nets, and just can't find the target.
We have a big face-off here, luckily to the left of Kevin Jones. The Raiders bench is incensed, as well they should be. They expected a penalty to be called there in the Pembroke zone. They couldn't find it, and then the puck went down the other way. Imagine if Pembroke was able to score on that rush, how incensed that Nepean bench would be, as they would probably be calling foul. But now, just a tad under 8 seconds left to go here in overtime. See if the Raiders can win this draw and get a really quick shot off.
Sturgeon, Pollock, Scalise. Important draw for the Raiders. One to the near side, and Pollock will send that one into the corner. PENA is content to hang on to it and bleed time out. Folks, we are going to a shootout.
And Curtis Sturgeon not very happy about that, as he has some worth for Ethan Penn at the end of that whistle. But we'll be going to a shootout. What better game to be the one we record on tape here than a game that goes to the shootout?
Absolutely. This has been an absolutely entertaining game, and we'll have to see who the shooters are. The Raiders have been to 2 shootouts thus far this season, I believe. One against the Ottawa Junior Senators, one against the Kempville 73s. They're 1-1 in the shootout this season. For the Pembroke Lumber Kings, they've been to the shootout 4 times. They are 2-2, but they've lost both of their last 2 shootout games. So this is a big one here for the Raiders. It'll be Oliver Band leading us off in the shootout. Picks up the puck, cuts in wide. He's going slow through the dots. Cuts to the middle, walks in, forehand, rips it off the post. Oliver Band just can't find that little inch that he needs, and he can't get the Raiders off to an early start.
So close there for Oliver Band. He can't believe he didn't get that one. He beat Jones. He just could not beat the post.
For the Lumber Kings, Sutton Murray. Or sorry, that's Jason Allegria. Allegria leading in, coming in with speed, cuts to the middle, backhand score!
Great move there by Allegria. Forehand, backhand, has a lot on that backhand too, and he has McEwen guessing that entire time. He never really knew what Allegria was going to do. Great job by him to get Pembroke the lead in the shootout.
David Taylor has the puck at center. He's going to cut it on the far side once again. Cutting back towards the middle. He shoots, he scores!
That's one Jones is going to want back. That just squeaked through his 5-hole. David Taylor, nice snapshot right there. John just could not get down to his knees in time. And the Raiders have a huge goal.
For the Lumber Kings, looking to give them the lead. It's the goal scorer, Liam Cardiff. cutting in with a lot of speed. He's cutting in. He rips one off the post as well.
Nightmare fuel for both sides as Liam Cardiff now hits that post. The second time that post has been rung. Second time a post has been rung in this shootout. Very similar to one from Ben as well, as he beat McEwen, but that goal post is undefeated.
Curtis Sturgeon to give them the lead. Bringing it in. He comes in with speed. Cuts into his forehand. Couple of moves. He scores!
And he picked his spot right there. He knew he was going glove hand that entire time. And he sneaked it right between the glove hand and the blocker. A fantastic fast shot by Sturgeon. Now let's see if McEwen can hold on to this puck and get the Raiders a win.
Well, they need a goal to tie it up, do the Lumber Kings, and what better man to do it than Cam Hicklin. He comes in, cutting in on his forehand, coming in near side. Couple of moves, he scores!
And another one where McEwen just guessing that entire time. Cam Hicklin also goes backhand, and he hit the bottle with that one as he stares down the Nepean bench on his way back to Pembroke's bench. What a goal there by Hicklin. And that will give Dylan Pollock the chance to win the game.
Well, we're into the fourth round. Pollock needs a goal, and McEwen needs a save for the Raiders to win. So here he comes. Pollock, lots of speed, cuts in, stomps up, makes a couple of moves, and a poke check from Jones, but he gets a toe on it.
Yeah, had to watch out for that post check, and he just needed to get that puck a couple more inches off the ground. Just get the high pad right there, did Pollock. And now Pembroke has the game on their stick.
For the win, Ryan Perron coming in, picks the puck up at center, cuts in towards the near side, couple of forehand moves, fakes a shot, and then he gets the next one off, but McEwen stayed with it.
I think Pembroke has identified their game plan here in the shootout to get McEwen moving left to right. But he's able to come back just in time, gets his blocker out there, or his pad out there just a little bit, and saves the game.
It's the captain, Josh Reed, out in the fifth round for the Raiders. Comes in on the ref side, cutting in, gets some speed, and just puts it wide of the goal.
And Josh Reed maybe going a little bit too fast for his own goods. He quickly ran out of room and couldn't quite get a shot off in time as Jones had completely blocked off that side of the net.
Sutton Murray coming in with it. Gonna cut in on the near side. Lots of room for him to cut across. Couple of chances, he scores! Lumber Kings take this one 3-2 in a shootout.
And what a game. There's Cam Hick, or it's McKnight. Comes right to the Raiders bench and Jaw Jacks with them as the Pembroke Lumber Kings will take the season series here. What a game played by both these teams. As the Lumber Kings not super humble in victory as they'll take this game in the shootout.
Well, they need every point they can get in their chase for the playoffs. And that was a very important 2 points indeed. The Raiders do come away with a single point, but I think that might seal their fate and eliminate them from the CCHL playoffs.
Are they not alive by just 1 point right now?
Oh yes, because the Chemfo 73s did lose earlier today, so that will keep them alive, but it is getting down towards crunch time for the Raiders, and unfortunately for them, they'll drop this one in a shootout. What a fantastic game this was, a 5-round shootout. 39-29, your final shots on goal in favor of the Nepean Raiders. They had so many chances in overtime, just could not find a way through Kevin Jones, who really was one of the stars of this game.
Absolutely fantastic from start to finish. He's probably been the best player on Pembroke this entire season. Is the reason they still have some fight in them this late in the season. And he rewards them with a win.
Absolutely, a fantastic game. I'm going to go quickly through our scoring summary. It's not quite fully updated yet, but we know who the goal scorers were. Liam Cardiff's 9th of the season from Cam Hicklin, and Easton PENA got us going in the second period. Into the third period, we didn't even really have a chance to break this down yet. Kyle Slingerland's 5th of the year, assisted by Riley Streska and Brandon Reinisch. That fourth line really brought the energy.
It really has. It was the best line on the ice for Nepean for the duration of this game. Absolutely buzzing. Got some great scoring chances and didn't give up a lot of scoring chances either. It's exactly what you want from a fourth line.
Back the other way on the power play, Ryan Perron's 21st of the season, assisted by Easton PENA and Liam Cardiff, and that was a pretty nice tip out front.
It was beautiful. Exactly want to draw up there on the power play. Executed perfection by the Pembroke Lumberkings.
And then with 4:13 to go, Joshua Reed's 14th of the season, the Raiders captain, tying this game up for Oliver Band and John Lumsden. They both get assists on this goal as well. So a big game for the Overagers, but it was another nice goal from Reed.
Yeah, and Joshua Reed has this great ability to be so clutch. Finds that puck at the most opportune of times and puts it in the back of the net. Great job by the captain to keep his team alive for just a little bit longer.
Brady McEwen, 27 saves on 29 shots. Kevin Jones, 37 saves on 39 shots. And, well, there aren't 3 stars yet. We're still waiting for this thing to be updated. So why don't we pick them ourselves, Zach?
Why not? I'll say the 3rd star from this game. I'll go off of it, I guess. 3rd star of this game, I'll give it from the Pembroke Lumberkings. A player I really liked in this game was Liam Cardiff. Goal and assist, fantastic performance. He was all around the ice the entire game. He'll be my 3rd star of the game.
I'm going to give the 2nd star. I'm going to go to the Raiders side. I'm going to say the captain, Josh Reed. He had a fantastic two-way game all night long. He was involved in pretty much every play, and he delivered when the Raiders needed him most, but just couldn't quite find the edge in the shootout. That would have been a very nice goal for him to get the tying goal and the winning goal, but overall, he had a very, very good night.
Absolutely. I'll say 1st star of the game, the goalie with the win has to be Kevin Jones. He was superb in this game, making 37 saves and 39 shots in regulation and OT, and doing a fantastic job in the shootout to give his team the victory.
Absolutely. I think he was, 3 for 5 in the shootout, and McEwen was 2 for 5, or maybe there was 6 rounds. I don't quite remember myself. It was
something like
very,
that.
Very exciting game, but that will do it for us here from the Nepean Sportsplex. Thank you very much for watching on the Algonquin TV YouTube page. Thank you very much for listening on CKDJ 107.9 for all of our crew here at the Sportsplex. For Zach Beamish to my right, my name is Tommy Young. Thank you so much for listening to Nepean Raiders Hockey on CKDJ 107.9. The final for tonight, a 3-2 shootout win for the Pembroke Lumberkings. We'll be back on Friday night in Rockland to take on the Nationals. We'll see you then. Have a fantastic night.